This is the Module 2 Topic C review. I'm going to go over how to do this. The first thing says to estimate and solve both the actual and the estimate. So you need to pay attention to that. So we know that this right here is going to round to 3, and this rounds to 40. Gives me an estimate of 120. I'm going to go to the side, and I'm going to solve the actual using the standard algorithm. I'm going to add it all up. And I take 2 jumps because there's 2 jumps inside. And so my actual answer is 107 and 28 hundredths, and that is close to 120, so that is pretty reasonable. So for that question, we have to estimate and solve. Question 2 just tells me to solve. It does not tell me to estimate. I can, however, estimate if I want to see if my answer is reasonable. We make 2 jumps, so 2 jumps. So my actual answer I'm going to put up here so it stands out. That's 185 and 85 hundredths. And if I want to check to see if it's reasonable, when I estimate I would get 4, and when I estimate I would get 50, which would get me to 200. And I believe that 200 is close to 185 and 85 hundredths. Next question. We're going to reset it up, and then we're going to multiply. Move on to the next row, so that we're very careful. Please notice that I am not lining up my decimals. We just line all the numbers over to the right so that we can put the decimal in. I have 2 jumps, so 2 jumps. So my answer is 22,962 and 43 hundredths. Make that stand out. And I'm going to do an estimate on the side to see if my answer is reasonable. I have 500, multiplying that times 40. Ignore my zeros and I get 20. And put my zeros back in, I get 20,000. That's a reasonable estimate for my actual answer. Question 3. It says to find the product using the standard algorithm. This goes right back to what we were just talking about. We just have to solve. We can estimate if we want. We don't have to. I do not line up decimals. The 0 here I can skip if I want and just go to the second row over here. So I put 2 zeros in and I add them up. I have to jump twice, so I jump twice. So my answer is 618 and 12 hundredths. If I'd like to on the side, I can do 3 times 200, which is 600. So that is a reasonable answer. Letter B. I'm going to multiply. I'm jumping 2 jumps. So I'm jumping 2 jumps. My answer should be near 4,019 and 8 hundredths. I'm going to estimate that to 800 and then to 5, and I get 40, and put my 2 zeros back in, and I get 4,000, and that makes that reasonable because it's near 4,019 and 8 hundredths. And that is the Topic C review.